Please turn off your cell phones, pagers, and watch alarms.
You're listening to Halftime Halfwits, the internet's worst sports podcast.
What is up, guys? Welcome to the fourth episode of Halftime Halfwits. I'm your host, Sully.
And I'm Weston.
And we are currently watching the Atlanta Falcons versus the Carolina Panthers. It is, October 29th?
It's October 29th. This is a special we're going to be doing because I'm a diehard Carolina Panthers fan. Sullivan's a diehard Falcons fan. We are mortal enemies, playing the same division, hate each other. And we're playing tonight on prime time, and we both fucking suck on prime time.
Yep.
So this is going to be a shit show.
Yeah, it's not good. It's currently second quarter, 14 minutes, 47 seconds. Panthers are up 7-6. Our records are awful. I mean, Falcons, we are 1-6 right now. We are absolutely terrible.
Yeah, Carolina is 3-4. We're both below 500. Carolina currently has their backup quarterback in at it looks like the slot receiver position for some reason.
And they're trying that Saint stuff, I guess.
He's not like Taysom Hill. He's not big enough to do any of that.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, if they've got a player like that, they could try it out. It works for the Saints. I don't know any other team that has a player like him.
Trey Burton. He's done a little. I think he's at Indianapolis now, but he did a little. He's their tight end, but I think he did a little bit of stuff too.
Yeah, some people I'm surprised to see at quarterback. They're not really even at quarterback, but wide receivers. I've seen OBJ, I've seen Jarvis Landry, and I've seen Julian Edelman all play quarterback and at some point and throw a pass for a touchdown.
Yeah, was it Amidala that played quarterback in high school?
No, it was Julian Edelman.
Was it Edelman?
Julian Edelman played quarterback in college.
Well, the Panthers...
And he was drafted as, I think, it might have been as a quarterback, and the Patriots made him a wide receiver.
That's what, right now, obviously, Christian McCaffrey, superstar running back for the Carolina Panthers, is not playing this game because he's still hurt. He was questionable to play this game, and then they just rolled him out completely. So, they've been running with Mike Davis, who's been doing hella good. Chicago cut him last year. But they scored that first touchdown with their wide receiver on a run play. That was Curtis Samuel. I was pretty surprised with that.
Anything going on like that, I mean, with seeing a different player playing a different position. One team that has a quarterback that can do anything is Josh Allen, at Buffalo.
Josh Allen, yeah, he can run and throw. He's pretty solid.
I mean, it's absolutely ridiculous. He can. We've seen him hurdle.
Yeah! Touchdown, Panthers! Curtis Samuel, bomb. Sorry to interrupt, guys.
All right, yeah, we are still currently watching this game.
13-6.
Score 13-6. Second quarter, 12 minutes, 40 seconds. Falcons are about to get the ball back. So
second touchdown of the night for Curtis Samuel. Teddy B just threw a dime.
Man.
He originally handed it off to Mike Davis, and then Mike Davis pitched it back to Teddy Bridgewater and bombed that.
That's one thing. The Falcons' defense, their defense has been suffering the past. Honestly, every year since we lost the Super Bowl, our defense has crumbled since then. It just went downhill, and now we fired our head coach. We're looking for a new one, I guess, and a new GM.
Yeah, who do you think? Who are some good candidates you think you're all going to hire or look at to hire?
I couldn't tell you. I'll be happy. I'll be happy with a new college coach coming up.
Yeah.
Just like the Panthers hired.
Yeah, we got Matt Rule out of Baylor last year. I don't think he had any previous NFL experience, but he's got us to a 3-4 record so far. He completely redid our entire defense through the draft. We didn't spend a single pick on any offensive player. And there's been success with Kingsbury. Who's the other one? Who's the guy?
He came. There's the
Lincoln Riley. No, yeah. He's still it.
No, the guy that he coached with Patrick Mahomes at Texas Tech, and I think he's at Arizona now.
That's Cliff Kingsbury.
Yeah, look at them. Look at Arizona right now. Yeah. They are making moves. They got Deshaun Watson. Deshaun Watson.
Kyler Murray.
Absolutely. The Arizona Cardinals. They're they're absolutely killing it right now.
Yeah, I mean,
Did not expect Kyler Murray to be as good as he is, as good as he's done all season.
he's like a little Russell Wilson, like 2.0 almost. I think so, at least.
Yeah, once he gets a team around him, like Russell Wilson is MVP honestly right now, but he also has a team to back it up. Like he's got a fantastic defense. He's got an entire wide receiving core.
Their defense has been a little iffy this year. I wouldn't say fantastic.
What are you talking about?
Their secondary is very vulnerable. They're like 30.
Earl Thomas?
He's not on their defense anymore. He was at Baltimore last year, and then Baltimore cut him, and he's not even in the NFL anymore.
Yes, he is.
No, he's not. Earl Thomas is not in the NFL. Google it. Shout out Google.
Who was it? Who's on their Who's their best cornerback? He's been hurt.
Griffin,
No.
Griffin, but I think he's been playing. He's been their best cornerback, I think. And then they have Diggs. I think not Diggs. What's his name? I don't remember their safety, but he's been doing pretty good. But anyway, so Carolina's about to kick to give it back to the Falcons. Who do you think could be some X factors in this game that could help the Falcons?
Obviously, Todd Gurley. Julio's been playing fantastic all night.
Julio always plays good against the Panthers.
Calvin Ridley. Our offense won't struggle. We will put up points eventually in the game. It'll be our defense having to stop the Panthers. We got to stop points being scored. That's one thing we haven't been able to do all year. And that's why we're 1-6.
Right now, it looks like the Falcons are probably going to be playing a little bit of catch up for this game.
I mean, we've put points up on every team. We've scored 38 points and still lost. That's absolutely insane.
I mean, right now, Matt Ryan is 7 for 11, 119 yards, and 70 of those yards are probably just out of Julio right now alone.
Matt Ryan also is the number one passer.
We got a ref down.
Number one passing yard quarterback.
He has the most passing yards?
Yeah, this week.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, Carolina.
What's it, week 8?
Yeah, week 8 right now.
Week 8, yeah, Matt Ryan's number one in passing yards. Oh, that ref. The ref slipped and smacked his head on the sideline. It looked almost like a concussion. That is absolutely terrible.
OOF. Oof.
Oh, my gosh, Mr. Ref, I'm sorry.
Yeah, one of the X factors I see or I think it's going to be for Carolina, Robbie Anderson. He's coming in second in the league in receiving yards, 640, I think. DJ Moore is also sitting in the top 10 at 7 with DJ 546. Yeah. So I think they combine for the most receiving yards in the league right now. With if you combine both of theirs, it's 1,300, 1,400, something like that.
Yeah, they both get both of those off long passes.
Yeah. We just saw, just a second ago, Teddy Bridgewater threw a nice little pass.
Oh, Hayden Hurst with a nice catch. Let's go. I have him in my fantasy as well.
Hayden Hurst, yeah, he came from Baltimore last year. I think he's done a lot better than what he did last year.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we needed a tight end. We just traded away Austin Hooper. So we got Hayden Hurst because he was a little smaller and a lot faster than Austin Hooper was. So we're looking for somebody that can run routes as well as block.
He kind of reminds me of Thor.
Can that guy not catch a football?
Yeah, I mean, that was a pretty good snag right there. Oh, I don't know.
It touched the ground. I don't know.
Instant replay shows the ball hit the ground first.
It didn't help him. It didn't help him catch it though.
Well, I think the rule is. See. I mean, it looks like a catch there until I don't know if he has.
That's really close.
Yeah, this is going to be very contested. He's saying
Hayden Hurst says he caught it. I don't know.
I mean, if I caught that too, I'd
Carolina challenges. They threw the challenge flag.
Okay, let's see. Right, Carolina's also had the history of throwing the challenge. I mean, not Matt Rule, but
no.
Why can I? Ron Rivera. I don't know how I forgot Ron Rivera's last name. He would always throw the challenge flag on anything. If he didn't think it was good, challenge it. Most of the time. I think he's almost 50-50.
At the same time, it costs a timeout if you lose it. And if you can afford a timeout in that point of the game, why not throw it?
Yeah.
It is the second quarter right now, so why not?
That is true.
And it is close. It did touch the ground, so I would throw it too.
Yeah, you get your timeouts back. Yeah, I mean, I'm not disagreeing with that challenge. I would probably throw that as well if I was a head coach. But I would also probably crash under the pressure if I was a head coach. So,
yeah, I think. I mean, if you've seen the movie Moneyball with Brad Pitt and Jonah Hill,
Brady Pitt.
So I mean, it shows the pressure of what it's like to be a general manager over being a head coach. Like being a head coach, you have to trust the general manager of what players you draft and what you do with those players.
Yeah, the GM is like above. But I mean, even in some cases, you know, you got Jerry Jones, who's the owner and GM, and then you have
that's why I mean
Pat Riley. He's an owner and a GM of the Heat.
Yeah, I mean you have those, but that's what, baseball. That's a little different because there's way too much money.
Yeah, baseball.
And like in Moneyball, the coach was like he said, he's like if you're gonna give me a 1-year contract, that doesn't really give me any job security. So
yeah,
why should I try? It's like you just gotta trust me.
What year was that movie based in?
It was I think it was in the early 2000s for the Oakland A's when they said they had one of the teams with the least, the smallest budget in baseball. It was like $38 million for their entire team, like salary, and Yankees were balling with something like 120 something million, and the A's completely based their entire strategy on base percentage. And they got every single player that had a good on base percentage, no matter if they were old or hurt or no matter what. And the coach the coach didn't trust it at first, and then he started playing with what the GMs were doing, which is Brad Pitt and Jonah Hill.
Yeah,
and it's based on a true story.
Yeah, I remember hearing about that.
It was right when the A's traded Johnny Damon away.
Johnny Damon, the caveman,
and Giambi.
Jason Giambi too.
Yeah, I mean two greats, and there was another one too. They got rid of both of them, and they just had to make with what they had.
Is that when Giambi went to the Yankees?
Giambi went to it might have been the Yankees. I know.
Let's get back to. I'm too focused on this game talking about baseball.
Watching two things at the same time. Yeah. Falcons are about to go back out.
Yeah, currently 3rd and 2. Falcons got the ball. They're right around the 50, so if they get a first down, they could be in field goal territory.
It's 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2. Julio's been going off still.
Todd Gurley is a prime time 3rd and 2 running back.
So we both said a offensive X factor.
And they give it to him, and he gets it. Let's go.
All right, first down. But so we both said an offensive X factor. Who would be your defensive X factor
for the Falcons?
Yeah,
Grady Jarrett. Definitely. He's their best defensive lineman, and I could give it also to Keanu Neal, but he's coming off an injury, and he's also been on an injury before that, so he's a great player, but he just seems so fragile. But Grady Jarrett is an absolute menace on our defense.
Yeah, he's definitely improved a lot throughout his years. All pro last year.
He's been in 2 Pro Bowls, I think, already.
Yeah, they were talking about him on some of the announcers in the game. And they said he'd been in the league for 5 years. That's crazy. I didn't realize he was in the league that long.
Makes us feel old.
It really does, because I remember seeing him at Clemson, but
yeah,
I just didn't know. I was like, that's like DeAndre Hopkins and Sammy Watkins. Literally, I remember watching them at Clemson with, I don't remember who that quarterback was, but, I mean, they balled out. And I honestly thought Sammy Watkins was going to be better than Hopkins.
Yeah, I mean, it's weird seeing, I remember being a Georgia fan, watching Todd Gurley when we were in high school, playing for the Dogs, and now I'm wearing a Todd Gurley jersey, and he's playing for the Atlanta Falcons.
And that's a good pickup by Calvin Ridley.
And that's a good catch, you're right.
Oh, he looks hurt, though. But one of my big X factors on the defensive side of the ball, Jeremy Chin, rookie out of Northern Illinois, excuse me. I think it's not Northern Illinois. It's one or the other. But got him in the 2nd round, traded up to get him. He's led all rookies in tackles so far. He was the rookie defensive player of the month in the NFL for October. And he's not disappointed so far. I remember reading a bunch of stuff about him before the draft, and he's done very well so far.
It looks like Calvin really just might have broken his foot. It looks like he possibly broke a bone in his foot.
Yeah, there's been
and we're going to commercial. That's really not good.
If that happens,
they're bringing out the
cart.
The cart. It looks like.
Damn.
I hope not. That sucks for us.
This has been one crazy ass football season, NFL football season. So
everyone's getting hurt. Odell's out.
Odell just got hurt. Everybody's seen that Dak injury. That was gruesome.
Absolutely brutal.
That could have been worse than. It wasn't worse than Alex Smith's, but.
Oh God, Alex Smith almost lost his leg and his life.
Yeah, that shit's crazy. I'm trying to think.
I mean, seriously, shout out to Alex Smith for his comeback. He actually came back this season and played snaps of football.
He's
after
starting right now.
If anyone watched, I think it was an E60. He almost lost his entire leg. Like there was 1/4% muscle left on his shin. Like they had to actually, I think they actually used maggots to eat away the dead skin that was left.
That's some like witch doctor stuff.
Yeah, I mean it was gone, and they grafted and brought his leg back. I mean, the E60 is absolutely insane. I know no one even really knew he was going through that. We just knew he was out with a broken leg.
Well, I remember
all that was kind of under the radar.
I remember seeing that and just thinking how. Like,
it was a compound fracture. Like his bone came out of his leg.
Yeah,
and I think it was the bacteria that he got from the field got in his leg, and that's what made it getting so infected.
Damn.
And that's why they had used the maggots to eat away the dead skin.
Yeah.
I mean, it's absolutely crazy. And he just came back from that, and he's actually playing football again.
Yeah. Well, I remember
or wanted to. I mean, he's
still playing. I mean, I think he's currently starting for Washington right now.
I mean, that's absolutely crazy.
Yeah, because I mean Haskins sucked, so they pulled him. Kyle Allen, I think he played a little bit, but he sucked, so they pulled him, and then Alex Smith's in there.
I mean, was that 2 years ago?
That happened?
Yeah,
I think so. But yeah, I remember watching that and just being like, "That's so close to what."
I mean, he wasn't able to walk for like a year and a half.
No, I saw videos of him earlier this year, like still in a leg cast thing, like on a treadmill.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, that's very inspirational, and that's really good for him. I like to see that as well.
Yeah, I mean, he got booted by the Chiefs and went to the Redskins, and that happened to him.
I feel like once you're on the Redskins, you're just doomed.
Yeah, the Redskins, everyone knows the Redskins. Oh, they're actually now, we messed up. It's actually the Washington football team.
Oh, yeah, it is the football team, yeah.
That's something everyone is going to have to get used to is calling them that. I think they'll honestly, if we're being honest, they'll have a different name soon.
Yeah.
I know there was some like copyright battles with somebody that had taken every team even close to that, including like the Washington Tomahawks and the Washington Tribe.
The Red Tails.
Yeah, like anything even relating to that, someone copyrighted all of those, and now they're trying to figure out a name. I don't think they'll stick with the Washington football team.
Matty Ice just ran it in.
Matty Ice, Falcons touchdown. That's what we needed.
I'm okay with that. I have Matty Ice on my fantasy team.
That's good for you.
So.
I need a Todd Gurley touchdown for being honest, but I'll be happy with that. It's 12-14. Panthers are up. Falcons are still in it.
Yep. All right. Well, let's see here. Before we end it, let's do some predictions. What do you say final score is going to be?
All right. I give it 27-23 Falcons.
I figured you would say Falcons, obviously.
Obviously, but we'll see.
I'm going to go with a 34-21 score, Carolina. We'll see how close we get. But, yeah, we're going to watch the rest of this game, see who fucking wins it. But, yeah, we'll talk to y'all later and talk about some more sports shit. Peace.
Cheers.